Hi, my name is John Getty, and I am the Cloud Product Specialist with Netsync. Today we're going to go over a demonstration of how to use Amazon Appstream 2.0. We use this around the world to deliver high-valued applications like Adobe Photoshop to end users regardless of the kind of endpoint that they're using. Today we're going to demonstrate Adobe Photoshop running in just a Chrome browser. We don't have anything special running, and I'm going to show you how it's integrated into the authentication workflow and how your students might be able to access that so that they don't have to learn anything new to use more advanced things on lower end and lower performance devices like Chromebooks, even Linux devices, Apple machines that don't support Windows-based software. So here I have a normal Google, and you can see it's just a normal Chrome browser. And I'm going to show you, kind of demonstrate how a student who, if they happen to be using Google authentication, this is exactly how they would log in. Now it does support many different kinds of authentication. For example, it can support ClassLink or identity automation, Active Directory. Today we're going to use Google authentication just as an example. So you can see it's completely built in. All the student has to do is scroll down and find the application that they want to launch. In this case, we're going to launch Netsync's Adobe Creative Cloud application. So we're going to click that, and we're going to see it launch. And you can see here we've launched into Adobe, and it's Adobe Photoshop. And so let me back up for 1 second, and I'll show you what a normal user would see if they didn't launch directly into an application. They would see this. This is their application launcher. And from the application launcher, you can see we can choose any of the Adobe Creative Cloud that we want to choose. We have Illustrator, Dreamweaver, all the ones that you would expect from an Adobe Creative Cloud and all the ones that are needed in high school and college education and even in graphics arts worlds. So let's go over here to where we already have it running. Click on Photoshop. We're going to click on PS here. And as you can see, here it is. We have an image already loaded, and it does work just exactly like you're supposed to. We can show and hide things. The application works. It's very responsive, just like it's supposed to be. Let me show you a little bit about how easy it is to make that happen. Within the Amazon interface, this is Appstreams. And you can see it's a fairly simple interface. It only has these sections, and that's it. The important part of how we've integrated things is that it is a stack. So let me just give you a quick overview of what a stack is. A stack is simply a bunch of virtual machines running in the cloud and a software image that we've installed on it. In the end, this is just a Windows machine running in the Amazon cloud, and we're making it available to anyone on demand when they need it. So in our case, we've actually created various stacks, and that image that we just showed you is actually running from this one that says Graphics Test Stack. The interesting thing about Appstreams is that we can run as many fleets and stacks as we want. So a fleet is just a bunch of servers running or instances running in the Amazon cloud. We can scale these things to as big as we need. And we can do it automatically, we can do it with policies, we can do it based on dates and times. We help our customers understand how they can do this and do it cost effectively. You'd be amazed at how cost effective running this is versus buying a very expensive lab full of computers that are dedicated to one room and usually cost thousands of dollars a piece. And when your students, like in the times that we're living in right now, need to go home, they can't access those machines. And what we want is for your students to be able to continue their education using the curriculum and the software that they need to do their classes from anywhere in the world. And that's exactly what people do today. So it's quite simple. All we have to do is define how many students we need or how many images we want running at the same time, and that's called a fleet. And then we define an image. As you can see here, we have lots of them. We actually have 56 different images ready. One of the things that we do for our customers is we maintain an image catalog. So we want to remove the barrier that exists for people having to learn how to create images. And so what we do is we work with school districts all over the country, and we know what applications they need. Now, if you have a different one that we don't have, we'd like to know about it because we'd like to create that and maintain it for you. But in general, we have lots of high schools and colleges coming to us asking for about the same 12, 13, 14 applications over and over and over. And Adobe Creative Cloud, along with Autodesk, are the two most popular ones. And so in this case, we actually maintain a monthly version of the Adobe Creative Cloud software suite. And we do that for you because you're our customer. It doesn't cost you anything, and we actually can work with you to create what we call a blue-green deployment. And so essentially, you will be able to always be using the most recent version of Adobe Creative Cloud or whatever software it is that's important to you, and we can tell you how to roll those images into your production environment. So we do have a few other options that are probably not necessary. Here we have, it's called a user pool. All of our enterprise customers usually have an authentication mechanism like Active Directory or Google or ClassLink. So we integrate directly with those. What we'd like is for your users to see the same workflow for logging in as they see for any other application they're using. This is exactly where if you are using Active Directory, this is where we configure Active Directory, so we can integrate directly with Active Directory if we need to. And then what I think is the most important part is we teach you how to use your reporting. It's one thing to make this available to students. It's a whole nother thing to be able to look at the reporting, understand how they're using it, make sure that you're getting the value out of this service. And so turning on user reporting is really important. And what this does is enables you to get very granular, detailed reporting about who logged in, what applications they used, how long they used it, and ultimately, in another episode, I will show you how we can turn that into exactly how much money the district or corporation is spending to run Appstreams per user. Again, this is what the interface looks like. And I wanted to point out that you can customize the interface itself. As you can see, we've put our Netsync.io logo at the top of this one. You can put your own logo up there. You can actually customize where different links and things go. Essentially, any application that can run in a Windows operating system can run in Appstream, and it can run to anything with a modern HTML5 browser. And that includes Chrome devices, Windows, Linux, Apple, anything you've got. As long as it has a good standard internet connection, we'll be in good shape. That's the end of the demo for today. I hope that everybody enjoyed it, you learned something. Again, my name's John Getty, and please let us know how we can help.